Hello YouTube, this is the Traveling NP Mark Hill with another installment of my advice on how to enter the locums world and things that I've experienced. So the topic I want to broach today is the courage to be successful in locums. Now, in order to do new things, in order to branch out, in order to take on new assignments, go different places, do different things, work in different settings, it takes a lot of courage. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Locums is not for everybody. If you are the type of person who needs structure, you need the same thing day after day, routine, and you don't feel comfortable getting out of that routine, then locums is not your bag. You will feel like a fish out of water. Now, if you are that kind of person, but you still want to do locums, it's going to take a lot of courage to branch out, get away from what you're doing, and take off in a different direction. To be successful in life and in your profession and in locums, it takes a lot of courage. There have been times in my journey that I have let self-doubt creep in, and sometimes I've said, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can keep this up. I don't know if I'm good enough to do this. I don't know if I know enough to do this. Self-doubt is a killer. I would probably say, just as a guess, the self-doubt, doubting your abilities, the lack of self-confidence is one of the major killers of anyone accomplishing anything. In order to be successful in your business as a locums provider, you've got to stomp down that self-doubt. You've got to make a plan. You've got to work towards that plan. And you've got to stay on course. And you've got to kick self-doubt in the teeth. Because guess what? Self-doubt's coming. It's coming. There's always going to be times when you're going to ask yourself, can I really do this? Am I cut out for this? Am I good enough for this? I ask myself that from time to time, especially early on. But I knew I wanted to do this. So I had to do a gut check. I had to sack up, as they say down south. Man up. Whatever. Woman up. Put your big girl panties on. Whatever it takes. If you want to be successful at this, you got to go into this and exude confidence. I had somebody tell me one time that in order to be confident, one must act confidently. Okay? Now you may say, well, that doesn't mean you're confident. Well, if you act confidently and you act like you have confidence, you're perceived to have confidence, are you not? So confidence is really, on some level, an act. You may not always feel confident inside. In your heart, you may not be confident. In your mind, you may not be confident. But you're going to act in a confident and a concise manner, right? People like confident people. Organizations like confident providers. Now, if you're a nurse in the emergency room, and you've got a provider coming in that you've never seen before, do you want that provider to be confident or insecure? Now, in order to act confidently, you need to have knowledge and skill level, right? But if you have knowledge and skill level, and you come in and act like a milk toast or a little lamb, and you don't display confidence, that's not going to go over well. And that nurse that you're working with in a little clinic or hospital, they're not going to have a whole lot of confidence in you. You need to know your business. You need to act confident. Act in a confident manner. Remember your training. Remember what you need to do about certain disease processes and do it. Eventually, things are going to become easier for you. Confidence is really an act. In order to be confident, I must act confidently. Okay? Courage. Courage in this day and time is a rare commodity. Success is a rare commodity. People don't strive to be successful anymore. People strive for mediocrity. Is that what you want for your life? Do you want to be mediocre? I don't. Just because I'm an average person of average intelligence and average skill level doesn't mean I want to be average. I want to be exceptional. I want to climb the higher mountain. I want to achieve the greater thing. And because I don't have exceptional skill or exceptional intelligence, I'm not a genius. The only thing I do have is the ability to work harder, know what I know, and act confidently. Confidence. But before you do all that, you have to have courage. Be courageous. Work towards what you want. Courage to be successful. Are you courageous? Are you willing to pursue your endeavors even though you're fearful, even though you're insecure? That's a big question, because it takes a lot of courage to do locums. Courage is the key. Anyway, just a word of advice for new locums providers. Courage to be successful. Gotta have it, or it won't work. Thanks for watching. This is the Traveling NP, Mark Hill. Till I see you again. Thanks.